Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are back with some more NBA 2K22. This time, a team rebuild. Up in the right-hand corner, as you guys could tell, we got the 76ers rebuild. With all the big news about Ben Simmons and wanting out, not only is he wanting out of Philadelphia, but he's willing to not show up for training camp, losing over $300,000 a day. $300,000 a day. And in most people's circumstances, the normal, which tends to be people just working at a normal job, nothing as a supervisor, anything in the higher levels, you're making about that much amount of money in maybe about 10 years, maybe a little bit longer, and he's going to be losing that much amount of money per day. And there are talks of them withholding $8.75 million that they owe him, that they're going to fine him, plus hold out the $8 million that they owe him, $300,000 fine. There's a lot of disgruntled things going on with the Philadelphia 76ers. I am going to be trying to trade away Mr. Ben Simmons to try and build around Mr. Joel Embiid. He is, again, one of the best centers. He is, again, people say he is the best center. You got him, and then you also got Nikola Jokic as pretty much the top two, and then you got Cat probably at number 3. But we're going to build around him. We got a 29-year-old Tobias Harris that we might try to consider trading away. But as of now, we're definitely going to trade away Ben Simmons for a fact. We might try to keep Drummond. Every time we've done a rebuild, he's always been the 6th man of the year. So it's not a bad option to try to keep him. We're going to try to get rid of Danny Green. We're going to go ahead and probably try to keep Tyrese Maxey at point guard. 20 years old, 76 overall already. He doesn't have the best three-pointer, but that perimeter defense being a B+, and playmaking being a B+, is quite nice. Plus having a B+ in potential, that is quite nice. So again, the plan is to go ahead and let's take a look, see at what we could get for Ben Simmons. We got Drew Holiday and Brook Lopez. Again, the plan is to be realistic with these trades. Could we see the Milwaukee Bucks really trying to trade away Drew Holiday, who is a really good, if not a great, three-point shooter, for Ben Simmons, who does, again, all the other categories pretty much better in every way? Would they be willing to really trade away Drew Holiday, who dropped, 27 points, 11 assists, 3 steals, shot like 40% plus from 3 in one of the finals? No, I don't see that happening. This is a team that there are talks that they might be trying to trade and get Ben Simmons. Again, could I see them doing this? This is not a bad trade. The thing with this trade, you'd have to go, and the Cleveland Cavaliers would have to give up a first-round pick. They're not going to go and the 76ers, the personnel for them, they're not going to trade Ben Simmons just for Lauri Markkanen and Ricky Rubio. Can they do this? No, they're not going to do this either, the 76ers, because the simple fact that Al Horford, the 76ers already had Al Horford. By God, getting a 2022 first-round pick would be huge or pretty nice for them, but they've already had Al Horford. You can even see in the jersey that Al Horford was at one point on their team, but it's just not going to work out for them. For the Celtics, that's not a bad move. They get a good defensive player in Ben Simmons. The facilitating that Ben Simmons brings to that team would be quite nice. They don't really need another shooter. If I'm a Celtics fan, this would not be actually a not bad move. Next up, we got the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, Kyle Anderson for Ben Simmons, and Isaiah Joe. So, with this kind of trade, you got $35 million left on Steven Adams and Kyle Anderson with 1 year left with $9.9 million. You get a minor version of Ben Simmons, but it's a guy that's willing to shoot. He's like a Swiss Army knife kind of guy, like a Nicholas Batum, where they're good at every category, but they're not amazing at that category. Jack of all trades, master of none is another way of looking at it. Could they do this trade? If I'm the 76ers, no, you don't want to do this trade. For the simple fact that Steven Adams, you already have Joel Embiid, you have Andre Drummond. Now this is not the best move. Like, if you trade away Drummond and you put Steven Adams as your six man, it's not a bad move, but no. Next up, the Miami Heat. This is interesting. You get better overall Ben Simmons, who is great in post defense, perimeter defense, ball handling, very athletic, only 25 years old versus a 35 Kyle Lowry, but Kyle Lowry is a great shooter. 76ers, I like that trade a lot for the 76ers. It's not a bad move for both teams to an extent because Miami Heat get to keep Tyler Hero. They get Ben Simmons as a point guard, facilitating point guard that takes off the pressure off of Jimmy Butler. It's not a bad one, but Kyle Lowry, again, is willing to shoot threes, and he does make threes, is the thing. Next up is the Charlotte Hornets. You got Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier for Danny Green and Ben Simmons. Again, this doesn't make any sense because the simple fact that Ben Simmons is a facilitating point guard, power forward, a point forward, and they already have LaMelo Ball that they're building their group around. And these two are good shooters. Ben Simmons is not willing to shoot, so this trade doesn't make any sense. This is not bad. You get rid of the Buddy Hield, and you get rid of about, what is that, $10 million off the contract, or off of contracts, and you save $10 million in cap space. Is not bad. You do lose quite a bit of defense. Both of them are not the best defenders. You can slide Buddy Hield to the starting shooting guard. Have Seth Curry come off the bench. You'd have Harrison Barnes at the 3. You can keep Tobias Harris at the 4. It's not bad. Again, for me, would Ben Simmons work with the Sacramento Kings? I don't know. De'Aaron Fox is not the best three-point shooter, as far as I know. Sacramento King fans, let me know down in the comments below if he is a good three-point shooter. They already have Davion Mitchell. They already have De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton. If you slide Ben Simmons to the 4/5, I don't know. No, we're just going to move on to the Knicks. Derrick Rose and Evan Fournier. They already had Kemba Walker, though. Unless they move Walker. Now I'm thinking about it. You can move Walker to the 2. He's not a bad three-point shooter. I remember listening to one of the broadcasters, commentators. They talked that Kemba Walker actually had he's pretty good off-ball three-point shooter. This wouldn't be bad. Then you could slide RJ Barrett to the 3. You get your point guard still in Derrick Rose, and you get a good 3-point shooter in Evan Fournier. That's not a bad one. Well, then, this is, again, unrealistic because Russell Westbrook just got traded to the Lakers. LeBron James said that, or there's reports that LeBron declined on trying to get Ben Simmons, and they wanted Westbrook, so that's not going to be a thing. Jonathan Isaac and Joel Embiid together. That sounds really fun to see that. It's not realistic though. The Orlando Magic are building around Jonathan Isaac. They're not going to trade for Ben Simmons for the simple fact that they already have Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony. They just drafted Jalen Suggs. They have Terrence Ross at the shooting guard also. That's not going to be a thing. This might not be bad. This is again gives the pressure off of this gets the pressure off of Luka Doncic when it comes to the offensive side. And he can play off ball. Ben Simmons at point guard. Kristaps Porzingis at the 5. You can slide Joel Embiid at the 4. Still get a good point guard in Jalen Brunson at the... You can have him at the point guard. Okay. Brandon Ingram and Thomas Satoransky for Ben Simmons and Danny Green. You got Brandon Ingram. Again, I don't see that happening. There were talks that the Detroit Pistons have been wanting to trade, have an interest in Ben Simmons. A big shout out to Crispy Flakes. He did a video talking about this, and he broke down as to what each team that had an interest in Ben Simmons, as to what they could offer to get Ben Simmons, and the Detroit Pistons were one of the teams. Again, this doesn't make any sense. They already have Cade Cunningham. They have Killian Hayes. They got Corey Joseph as a backup point guard. Saban Lee either. Jeremy Grant is only 27 years old. Is a great power forward for them for the future. Not going to happen. This is not going to happen either. They already have John Wall, who they're trying to trade away, but they got Kevin Porter Jr., who the talks of him going to slide to the point guard eventually once they trade John Wall away. They already have Jalen Green. That's not going to be a trade either. This is one of the better trades because the Spurs are interested in trading for Ben Simmons. You get a young, still same age point guard, lot less money. You get Doug McDermott, who's a great stretch four. Like, again, coming from an Indiana Pacers fan, he was great, consistently hitting 40% from 3. Like, he's a great 3-point shooter. This is more interesting. I might go back to this trade and ask for a first round pick, if not a couple picks from them. But let's go to the next team, Oklahoma City Thunder. Hmm. 2022 first round pick, protected, lottery protected. No, I don't see that happening. Straight up D'Angelo Russell for Ben Simmons. No. Just for the simple fact that if you trade away D'Angelo, you might as well trade away Karl Anthony Towns because they're best buds. I don't see that happening. You're not breaking up the Splash Brothers. And last and certainly not least, for the last team that's interested in trading for Ben Simmons, the Washington Wizards with Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. I do like the idea of for the Wizards to get rid of that Bertans contract, and you just got Spencer Dinwiddie, but to get rid of that Bertans contract would be quite nice. Again, I just don't see it happening. They just signed Spencer Dinwiddie. Yes, you get younger, but they just signed Spencer Dinwiddie. So, out of all the trades, I see this one the most being the most realistic. Again, we would start negotiations. Let's look at adding a pick or two, possibly. I'd like to see an unprotected first round from them. How about that Lakers second round pick? I like what we have as far as this trade is concerned. Okay. What about this straight up first round pick? Okay. Okay. How about a 2023 first round pick? Okay. Wow. They are very... Wow. Okay. A Bulls top 10 2025 first round pick? Wow. They aren't willing to budge whatsoever. I guess we'll go back to this, and I guess we need to straight up do the trade then. They're not willing to move and budge. Let's just go ahead and do it. So now we got DeJounte Murray. I'll cut to right here, and I'm going to go and edit out a lot of that and show you guys the final product. I'll let you guys see the Ben Simmons trade. And outside of that, I'll go and cut to right here to show you the final product, because that was a half an hour of me just sitting there looking at the screen as to what we could do. We still have another 10 minutes of me, or 5 minutes of me doing the simulation. I want to cut a good chunk of it though. We are back, and we went on a 6-game win streak at the very end of the season. We are 48-34. I don't know what seed, I don't know how we did as a team statistically, but 48-34, that's not a bad record. We got Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo at 27.9 points a game, nearly 28, 13 points a game, or 13 rebounds a game, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.3 blocks, 53% from the field, 66% from the free throw line, and 27.9% from the three-point line. Next up, Cade Cunningham with Rookie of the Year, 19.9 points a game, 5.5 rebounds per game, 4.5 assists, 1.2 steals, 44%, 89%, nearly 90% from the free throw line, and 37.4% from the three-point line. Next up is Andre Drummond, our 6th man of the year, 14.9 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.2 blocks, 52% from the field, 56% from the free throw line. Defensive player of the year, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Most improved, Mr. Bam Adebayo, 20 points, 11.8 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 1.7 steals, 2.3 blocks, 53% from the field, 80% from the free throw line. That is remarkable. 32% for a center. That's pretty gosh darn good. 80% from the field free throw line. That is great. Nate McMillan with Coach of the Year, 53-29, third in the conference. That's pretty gosh darn good. 92 offense. That is remarkable. Here is the All NBA first, All NBA second, And all NBA third, we got our Joel Embiid and Domantas Sabonis. Here's all defensive. First, that guy, Mr. Ben Simmons, that we traded away. Jonathan Isaac, woohoo! Kate Cunningham with rookie of the all rookie first, I would hope. And here's all NBA second. So that rookie second, rookie second team. So that is the awards. We'll go ahead and snag into our statistics, player statistics. 23 points a game. 23.9 points a game, more specifically, almost 24. Kristaps Porzingis with 19.9, nearly 20. DeJounte Murray with 17. Andre Drummond with nearly 15. TJ Warren with 13. Seth Curry with 9.6. Doug McDermott with 9.6. Pretty good statistically for everyone. Let's look at three-pointers. Doug McDermott at 41%. Seth Curry at 42%. Pretty gosh darn impressive. 85%. Nearly 85%. 80%. Nearly 80%. 90%. But he only averaged 1.5 free throws a game. So that was a pretty good statistical season. 5th seed, unfortunately. But that is okay. Okay, let's see if we can get into the second round. We did lose to Chicago more often than we won. And we were eliminated. Alrighty then. 5th seeded. Ooh, Lakers beating out Dallas. That's more of a shocking one. 38, 11, and 7 for Westbrook. Triple-double for LeBron James. 29, 10, and 11. Anthony Davis with only 13 points. That's kind of surprising. Nothing crazy. Rajon Rondo with 8 assists in 15 minutes is not too bad. Dwight Howard with 10 rebounds. Nothing too crazy. By golly, everybody that was a role player like Carmelo. They went and got Chris Bozier. Nice. 6 of 12. Everybody had a good statistical, or shooting wise, they did really good. 130 points. Luka with 45, 13, and 7. Yeah, again, nothing too out there. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 4 of 12 shooting, 1 of 6 on threes. I think hurt them probably the most. D'Anthony Melton, they went and traded for D'Anthony Melton. 0 of 3, that kind of hurt them in 15 minutes. But yeah, the major people that had a pretty decent game. It's just the Lakers. You go 16 of 25 with Westbrook. That's really good. Lakers losing to Denver. It's not surprising, but you got. Again, nobody went and had a bad game because again, the score was 127 to 138. They went and traded for George Hill. Nice. Is that Keldon Johnson? Wait. Oh, Keon Johnson. That's their new rookie that they got. 13 of 19, 18 of 8 of 15. Yeah, everybody had a great statistical one except for Campazzo. Can't argue with what happened. How did we do? What went wrong with us? 116, 119. Vucevic with 17, 17, and 9 with 4 blocks. Wow. My guy is 6 of 21. But getting 17 with him, and then you got... Is that Lisa Johnson? Yeah, former Indiana Pacer. He's an extremely young, athletic player. To all you Bulls fans, you guys are gonna like him a lot. Yeah, they 19 of 23 for 47. That's just ridiculous. DeJounte Murray with 21, 7, and 10. Drummond with 14 and 14. Joel Embiid with 14 and 14. 5 of 14 for Kristaps Porzingis, kind of hurt us. 2 of 7. 5 of 12 from TJ Warren. But when you're 19 of 23 with Zach LaVine, 7 of 11 on threes, yeah, that's just a great game by him. Again, our position that I had thought about trading for and getting a better defending guard was Seth Curry, who's not the best defending guard. Had to guard Zach LaVine. He went off for 19 and 23. So we'll go ahead and simulate the round. We'll see who wins the championship, and that will do it for this video. Okay, Milwaukee won. Brooklyn lost to Atlanta. Portland won, and Utah won. Atlanta is a dark horse team. I really like what's going on with Atlanta. Them re-signing John Collins and Trae Young. They went and got Jalen Johnson. They traded for Otto Porter. Okay. Got DeAndre Hunter. 3 of 10 from Lauri Wow, they traded for Lauri Markkanen. Okay. Cam Reddish with 3 of 8, 3 of 6, 3 of 8, 6 of 9, 7 of 20, 7 of 12, and 12 of 23 for 41 points. Again, everybody had their part. Like, you have 115 points, is not too bad. The Nets, 14 of 24, 8 of 14, 5 of 10. Nothing out there too much. Joe Harris, 1 of 7. Never mind. 1 of 7, 1 of 4, so 2 of 11 between these two that played a good chunk of minutes. That hurt them quite a bit. Not too bad, though. Let's see if Portland's sweeping Utah. 14 of 27 for Lillard, 7 of 11, 3 of 4, 4 of 7, 4 of 11 from Norman Powell, but they still get the W with Lillard dropping off 44 on Utah and their defense. 1 of 6 for Ben Simmons. Not Ben Simmons, but Fernie Simmons. Mike Conley with 10 of 14, 5 of 12, 7 of 11. Rudy Gobert with 4 of 11 with only 8 points, 10 rebounds. Joe Ingles 0 for 4. Okay. Next up, the championship. Portland winning the championship with Lillard winning Finals MVP, 39 points. Or 39, not points, 39 minutes per game with 38 points. 5.8 rebounds, 6 assists, 0.6 steals, 51% from the field, and 47.8% from the three-point line. The last game, you had Giannis go for 33, 18, and 7 with 6 blocks, 11 of 21. That is a phenomenal game for him. 8 of 12 on free throws, and 3 of 8. That's pretty decent for him. Bobby Portis was 7 of 11, 5 of 8, 2 of 7. DiVincenzo, 3 of 13, shooting that much. Woo! Chris Middleton only shooting 9 shots, going 3 of 9 with 10 assists. Yeah, that's what hurt them the most, was DiVincenzo going 3 of 13. And then Nurkic was 14 and 12 with 7 of 10, 13 of 26, 12 of 22. Those are pretty efficient. That is going to wrap up this nice 76ers rebuild. Went and traded away. Tobias Harris, and we traded away Mr. Ben Simmons. The Spurs, they league standings. The Spurs were third to last, and then I think we traded Indiana Tobias Harris, and they made it into the play-in tournament, but they didn't make it to the next round, as far as I remember. I'm gonna look at that real quick. Indiana Pacers. We traded them Tyrese Maxey and Danny Green with a first-round pick. Coaching, scouting. There's one that Vance. Oh, I meant to do social media things where you can see. Oh, Tobias Harris, when we traded him to, oh, that's right, we traded him to did we trade him to the Mavs? Is that right? Let's see here. Mavs. Moses Brown. Yeah, we traded him to the Mavs for Kristaps Porzingis. That is going to do it here, though, guys. In the next video will be the my crib for you guys at 4 p.m. This is going to be from noon on Wednesday. That good chunk, like I said at the beginning of the video, I spent a half an hour trying to trade all these players. I'm just going to show you guys the trade of the Ben Simmons, and then I'm just going to cut out all that middle part till we started simming, show you guys the final roster, and sim the rest of the season. And then, or sim the rest of the season, chunk out a good of this, because it's 45 minutes. I only spent 20 minutes afterwards of talking to you guys, and showing off the playoffs. Made the 5th seed. We did get eliminated, but we traded away Ben Simmons like what he is wanting. With that being said, guys, I'm going to go end this video right here, and I'll talk to you guys later.